Is Rodrygo to Arsenal starting to pick up more traction? Let's get into this. Yes, so the rumour mill for Arsenal has been a little bit of a hamster wheel, if anything, with the same names and same stories, just not really doing much. But this one has picked up a little bit of traction in the past day. See, this tweet behind me is a broader tweet about a quote from Graham Bailey, who suggested that there's some traction to the Rodrygo talk now. To break it down for you, what he's saying is that Andrea Berta for the past few weeks has actually been hovering around that situation, trying to see if there is a window of opportunity for Rodrygo to leave Real Madrid and come to the North London outfit. Now, what's also being suggested is that Real Madrid, despite liking the player, may be willing to let go of him for something like £70 million, very similar to sorts of figures that we're seeing for Sesko and Gyökeres. And Arsenal are being suggested as not only being willing to pay something like that for Rodrygo, but also being willing to pay something like 300k a week on his wages for the Brazilian international. Like I said, this is all outlined in the tweet behind me right here, so you can go and check it out for yourself. Now, one of the interesting things about this story is the fact that Rodrygo wanted to see and assess what his future might be like at Real Madrid before making a decision as to potentially leaving Los Blancos. And what's interesting is how Marca have come out and basically within the past few hours been speaking on the fact that the player's barely getting any minutes at the Club World Cup, and this may be indicating that he's not part of the plans going forward, with other players like Güler and co basically getting more minutes and Rodrygo barely getting off the bench. Now, what I would say to this situation is, if it is possible to make this deal happen, then you make it happen. Rodrygo, for me, is worth the amount of money that is being floated around in terms of the rumours, considering we're looking at players from different leagues that maybe are unproven or play in lesser leagues than La Liga. He's been there, done it all in terms of winning the Champions League, winning La Liga, Copa del Rey, all of those things. He's done it at the top level and is a very high level attacker. So when we're talking about making signings that push the needle and push the ceiling of the team, Rodrygo is that type of signing for the Arsenal. But look, ultimately this still remains as just rumours and kind of paper talk, so to speak. It remains to be seen whether anything solid comes out any further about this story. But if there is any weight to it, if there's any validity to it, I've already said, make it happen if you're Arsenal. But my fellow Arsenal fans, what do you think? These are just my opinions on a potential of signing Rodrygo. Would you sign him? Would you go all out for him? Let me know your thoughts on this rumour right there in the comments.